good friend of mine, Asek Lilian De Leon. Thank you very much, Asek Lilian, for joining us. At sa ating pong lahat, to the officers, members of the Chamber of the Real Estate and Builders Association, the real estate developers and suppliers, our industry leaders, our urban planners, our advocates of sustainable development, my fellow public servants are present here today. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Unang-unang gusto ko rin pong batiin Vice President Joanna for a very short and very kind introduction. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Let me first express my profound apologies for being late. Pasensya na ako, I was meeting with a group of local chief executives coming from the Visayas area. And they just submitted to me 18 case folders for just one district. 18 case folders comprising of both ghost and substandard projects. Kahit na binanggit ko na sa kanila na I'm no longer with ICI, still they decided to come over to Baguio City, submit to me. But the good news is I'll be meeting with General June Kirubin this afternoon and I'm going to turn over these folders to him. Pangalawa, gusto ko lang pong batiin Tonet Anaban, our Regional Director, DSUD of Metro Manila. Thank you for joining us. Let me greet our CREBA for the 52nd founding anniversary. And thank you for inviting me today. I'm not here to lecture on corruption. Otherwise, I'll be spoiling your mood. I'm here to inspire you. First of all, I would like to inform you that I'm really honored to join you in this celebration that coincides with the National Housing Month and to share the local government perspective on how we can move from policy to groundbreaking and how we can turn plans into real, livable, and sustainable community. Yan po ngayon ang pinaka-challenging sa atin dito sa bansa natin ngayon. The theme, One Voice, One Vision, Housing for All, speaks of unity and purpose. It reminds us that housing is not simply about providing shelter. It is about providing dignity, stability, and opportunity to each and every Filipino. Unfortunately, this is still something, and I would call it a bridge too far for our Filipino people. In Baguio City, this resonates deeply. As a highly urbanized mountain city with very limited and fragile environment, we face unique challenges both in housing and land development. But we have always believed that collaboration between the public and private sectors is the key to overcoming those challenges. And that is why I really appreciate CREBA's mission, your commitment to making housing accessible and sustainable, and your 5-point agenda for housing and real estate as well, which include ensuring affordable housing for all, rationalizing land use policies, streamlining housing regulation, strengthening financing systems, and promoting sustainable community development. This aligns perfectly with our city's government vision and our 7-point agenda, particularly in the areas of sustainable urban development, good governance, environmental stewardship, and inclusive growth. In Baguio, we pursue development guided by one principle: progress with accountability. We believe that good governance is not just about policy. It is about consistency, it is about transparency, and most of all, it's all about compassion in every decision we make. And that is why when we talk about housing and land development, we do not only look at the physical aspect. We'll also look at the social and moral dimension, because housing, at its very core, is all about people. It's all about human. It's about giving every family the opportunity to live with comfort, safely and safety as well, and with dignity. And that is why we make sure that our housing initiatives are data-driven and participatory. We work closely with local developers and private multi-sector representatives to identify safe and suitable housing zones, as well as promote vertical housing to address land scarcity and integrate environment protection measures in every project. And I just would like to inform you as well, once our comprehensive land use plan will be approved before the end of this year, we will no longer limit the building of structures to 8 stories. There are already areas wherein we can actually build as high as 20 stories in the city of Baguio. We will also strengthen our partnership with national housing agencies, such as the Department of Human Settlement and Urban Development and the National Housing Authority. We also ensure that our processes for permits and clearances are streamlined, are transparent, predictable, because we understand that for developers to thrive, we need efficiency, clarity, and most especially, trust. And I would like to inform you that for non-habitable structures, it will only take 3 days to get your permit. For 7 stories and below, it will only, for 6 stories and below, it will only take 5 to 7 days. And anything above 7 stories, that would only take about 21 days. Provided that all your documents are complete and there are no technical issues with regards to your design. And you don't even have to go to the CBAO or the City Building Administration Office. All you have to do is submit everything online and wait for the advisory for you to print your own permits. Pupunta na lang kayo sa CBAO para magbayad, tatatakan na lang yung inyong mga permits. And one more thing, bawal ho rito ang under-the-table arrangement. Bawal ho dito ang bigay ng pera. And why are we really doing this? Because we consider you as partners. We consider you as enablers. Because you help us build the future of our constituent. Kaya mahalaga sa bawat gusali, bawat kalsada, bawat proyekto ay binubuo ng may puso, built with sustainability, with integrity, and with community in mind. We at the local level will continue to champion innovation and accountability. But we also need your support to design housing that is inclusive, green, and resilient. We need to make housing development not only a response to one's need, but also a driver of social and economic progress. Championing local implementation means giving local government units the right tools, the capacity, and the autonomy to lead development responsibly, while ensuring that national frameworks, national policies like those advanced and highly recommended by CREBA provide coherence and eventually strategic direction. We must bridge the gap between planning and action, between vision and reality, because at the end of the day, what matters most are the families finally will have a home, the communities that grow sustainably, and the cities that embody the values of integrity and inclusivity. As I often say in the city of Baguio, good governance is not about perfection. It is about conviction. It is about doing what is right, even when it is not easy. And in the context of housing and development, it is about doing what is right, sustainable, and inclusive. Let us therefore continue working together as one voice, with one vision to make housing not only for just simply a slogan, but live a reality for every Filipino. Let's make it a reality. Maraming salamat po sa CREBA for your continued partnership and dedication to nation building. Let us keep building. Let us keep building not just homes, but hope. Not just for communities, but towards a better Philippines. Mabuhay po. Mabuhay po ang CREBA. Mabuhay po ang bayan natin Pilipino.